Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty far away, and so that would fall into the hole. And also the way the wind is blowing, they wouldn't be taking off this way. They probably were landing. Yep. But if that thing was loaded with fuel, even if if it's aluminum, it's all going to melt. Timothy, so a lot of the folks are talking about. I'm seeing besides the comments about the other thing we were talking about. A lot of these comments are everybody's being the crash investigator here. So here's CSI from 2,000 feet. Vinny, follow along, and we've all been working on this. First of all, the way the winds are blowing out of Whiteman Airport, you land into the wind, meaning the wind is here's the windsock right there. Well, it changed up now, but the windsock is basically blowing the other direction. So they wouldn't have been taking off that way. They would have been landing into the wind. Now, if you go back to the actual crash site here on Sutter, you can see the way those cars are down there. And the car with the blue roof has damage on the rooftop right there. And again, this is all just guesswork, and this is not official. And we are it blew all the windows out, and you can kind of see how that damages. So if that plane tried to land on that street, the wingtip would have hit that car, and then it probably would have spun it around and maybe even plowed it on top of that car right there. And then, of course, that fire happened and tragically took the life of somebody on the ground. So that these are just guesswork. This is just guesswork, but I can tell you the facts are the wind is blowing the other direction. Could he have taken off with a tailwind? Well, that could have caused the crash, but I'm sure the tower would not have said, "Hey, what are you doing?" So there's a lot going on right there. The engine, somebody's asking where the engine is. The engine's actually between the two very burned cars right there, right by that sheet, and that's where that body is. So there's the engine right there. Another thing that Vinny, the cameraman, was pointing out is that is a six-cylinder engine, so that's got to be about 200 horsepower. And also, that's a three-bladed prop. So that was a pretty big aircraft. And we still don't have there's no N number, so we can't really get any information on what type of aircraft that was. But this is just kind of what we're playing around with up here, what we're looking at, what we're trying to pick up. But again, if people that are just getting here to the room, they're basically this is a plane crash, a small plane crash in the Pacoima area off of Sutter, taking the life of one person that we know of. And somebody else is saying the tail is too large for a 172. Yes, that is definitely one of the things that we've been talking about as well. But again, we just don't know until we get the facts, or we can't really say till we get the facts. Wind is going left to right. No, wind is going right to left. Yeah, south southwest out here. South southwest. So we don't know. Sydney is asking if who else was there on the plane. Right now, we don't know. We don't. Nobody's giving those. Nobody's giving that type of information at all. But we can tell you, sadly, because we actually physically saw it. But yes, one fatality. We cannot officially say it was the pilot because we just don't officially know. Yes, to the airport. 1-2, correct. So now we're getting information from our assignment desk, and we can say that it was arriving at Whiteman, landing 1-2 right there, and so it was coming into the airport when the crash happened, and that is official. Yes, go ahead. Which shot? Just a tight shot? Okay. Okay. We'll hold it. Well, Katie, that's what I've been saying. I never said that I was any part of the NTSB. We were making it very, very clear that we were. Okay, copy. Copy all. And Katie, we were making it very, very clear that we're just talking about speculating and looking at the evidence that we're seeing, and with a little bit of knowledge of aircraft, that's what we've been doing. And we did get, and now we do have confirmation that the aircraft was actually inbound for landing on 1-2 at Whiteman. So all those pieces that we were kind of pointing out, most likely the scenario that happened out here. Now, why the aircraft went down, that definitely is for the NTSB to figure out. Sherry, I was not. Oh yeah, he was landing. Definitely, Sherry was landing. I always enjoy the comments where people are, pointing out the positives. Where they're talking about how nobody else got hurt. At least he didn't crash into a house. There were no children outside and all that. Very tragic. Thank you, Ron. Christina, I have to. Okay, you know what? Maybe you're not hearing everything that's going on there. I kind of explained that a couple of times, but this is the thing. If I was laughing, it definitely was not at what's going on right here. I have a lot going on on the headsets. We're doing kind of coming back on. Copy all. Thank you. I wasn't laughing at the scene. 10 seconds. Just a short one, right? Recap. Well, the latest information that we just got officially confirmed was that the aircraft was actually making its way to Whiteman Airport on approach to land at Whiteman on runway 12. When whatever happened, putting it down here on Sutter. This is a residential street where the plane did catch fire, and sadly one person did lose their life. Now, you can see how close he was to the airport. If you're just joining us, there's the actual runway for Whiteman. He was very close to actually getting to the airport, but fell short, crashing onto this street. And when that plane did catch fire, also some cars out there caught fire. LA City Fire Department arrived here very, very quickly. Their job basically was to contain those flames, keep those homes safe, and they did that job very well. Right now, it's a crime scene. They're going to be waiting for the NTSB to start their investigation. I'm Stu, up here in Skyfox over Pacoima. Back to you guys in the studio. 939 Charlie Papa. 939 Charlie Papa. Somebody just texted it to me. 939 Charlie Papa. It's a text 20. Oh, it's Civil Air Patrol. That would explain the paint job. Civil Air Patrol, 2015 Textron Aviation, 182. 182. Yep. Yep. That's just sad. Who? Oh, we can go live on this for forever, as long as we're here. All right, all my texting is done. Definitely a crime scene, Lily. Definitely a crime scene. Somebody lost their life. Well, accident for sure, but if I was always told that if somebody loses their life in any type of situation, it's a crime until they just decide it's not a crime. Maybe he's a homeowner. Yes. Well, that's okay. I I got an N number from somebody who I really trust, and I Googled the N number, and that's what it came back as. And the paint scheme on the tail, kind of, uh, kind of, yeah. But I'm not going to say it on air. No. Yes. The N number. I said it out loud a couple of times, but I will. Sent. I'm going to be very careful with that, definitely. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can. Well, we got to be careful because I'm not sure what that is in front of that house next to it. But you know what? What we can do is this: pan to the right. Is there another house? No, there isn't. But we can get the block number. Just get the block number off the sign, and then we can. It's got to be that. So yeah, that's a 10,600 block. So that's got to be. Oh yeah, the Churchill. Doesn't the Churchill give the exact address? All right, you know what? Let me use my fancy map called Google. Yeah. So those 3 homes are actually on one piece of property. It probably says 10,600. I almost put money on it. Yeah, 10,600 is the best I can do. And those 3 homes appear to be on one piece of property, so that's probably all going to have the same address. Andrew, are you listening? Or are you busy Googling? This is 10,600, and those 3 homes that are in that's on one piece of property. So they're all probably going to have the same address, maybe with a, A, B, or C or something like that. And the best we can do is 10,600. And my Google on my phone doesn't give me an actual address for the, maybe I don't have enough internet, but it's not giving me the actual number. All right. Somebody, Christina, asking where this is. It's going to be in the Pacoima area. It's actually going to be on Sutter, right next to Whiteman Airport, if you know the area. And it did. It crashed feet from the actual runway right there. Yeah, somebody's actually leaving, and that also shows you that aircraft land and take off into the wind, and they don't. So that was also we got that confirmed that the aircraft was on final making a landing here at Whiteman when that incident happened. John is asking how many people passed away on scene. We do know 1 for sure. We can't say anything else about that. We don't know if that's the pilot, but you can put things back together, put those facts together yourself. FlightAware, yep, that's probably that. Everybody's using FlightAware. That's how they got the information. That's what everybody's saying. So there are no secrets anymore. Yeah. Courtney, I'm forcing people to watch. Courtney says that I'm not, nobody's forcing these people to watch. I'm forcing them. Gosh darn it, watch. So. Somebody says the corner house is, somebody's texting me that the corner house is actually 10,652. 10,652 is the corner house. And the middle house actual address is going to be 10,656. 10,656. That's the middle one. That's the one that they were worried about fire. That would be 652. 652. That would be 652. So it's going to be 652. Hang on, let me get back. That's 6. Okay, so 652, and then you've got 656, and then six. Oh, I'm sorry. I am dyslexic. It goes 662, 656, and 652. Wow. I'm glad I didn't have to do that on the air. You're welcome. Jeannie, we don't know. We don't know about the pilot. All we can say right now is that yeah. Yes, Chris, that is the fatality right there. That's the one person that passed away. Yeah, he is. Sure, go ahead. They're asking for the tail, a clean shot of the tail. You have to remember that was on fire. If it's a 182, it's a what, a 5-seater? 4-seater? All right. Probably. Yep. You can totally see that's from the wing. We'd have to move. Are we okay with that? Well, no, the one that's not burnt, the one with the roof damage. Oh. We'll move around a little bit and see what we can do. Go ahead, go ahead. All right, copy. We're trying to get okay, we got a minute or two. Yeah, but this is, and Vinny's right. I mean, this is end of the lens. I'll try. I'll do what I can do up here, but okay, it's some letters and some numbers. Ends in a 6-4. If you guys might have better monitors down there or something, it looks like it ends in a 6-4. We're trying. That's as close as we can get. I think that's an 8. 8. You're the best. That's about the same thing I got. There we go. Hang on, I'm going to put it on. Yeah, I'm good with it. Just they want to use it for an ending shot. All right. The 182T is the T is for turbo, right? Yeah. It doesn't say RG. No, it didn't say RG. There's looks like part of an aircraft right there too, right by the fire truck. Has anyone checked on Harrison Ford? Yeah, that fire was pretty intense. Yep. Jeannie, it is sad. It always is sad. Yes, one person lost their life, Jen. Yep. And that's more confirmation that it is what we thought it was. Right. No, that tomorrow. Right. Yeah, that. Yep, that's. It's amazing what some of these fans or these newsies can dig up. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Nina is asking about the direction. It was actually it actually spun around. So the way the tail is facing right now was the opposite direction. It came down that street and then was actually making its way to Whiteman when the whatever happened and the aircraft tried to put it down. The pilot tried to put it down on that street. That's Sutter, and then it spun around when it hit those cars and then caught fire. We are near the 5 freeway, but not, not very, very close to it. No, I definitely not. Tracy's asking if the pilot may have mistaken the road for the runway. Definitely not. Yes, that's a Dodge. That's a Dodge. Yeah, came up short. Yep. Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, I see it, but they wrapped it already. Could that be? Yeah. Oh yeah, they wouldn't have wrapped it if it was electric. So yeah, somebody went into the juice factory once, didn't they? Yeah. John, the body's still here. That's the covered underneath the covered sheet. The coroner won't be here for quite some time.